What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. So today we're going to be taking a look at the best Fsx Payware add-on you can possibly get for Flight Simulator and P3D and all the other stuff out there on the market at the moment. This is an add-on called Chaseplane. I don't know whether any of you have ever heard of it before, but I'll tell you what, it's probably the best add-on I've ever purchased. It's not even that expensive. I think it's like £30, not even that. But I tell you what, I've never had so much fun with an add-on in my life, and for people that make Fsx YouTube videos as well, and well, just flight sim videos in general, it's like perfect for you as well. So at the moment, I'm actually looking around my aircraft, as you can probably see. We're in an F-22 Raptor, part of the United States Air Force display team, and we are currently, if you're wondering, we are at Duxford Imperial War Museum, which used to be an RAF base, I believe. But I've got the airshow scenery, so it's pretty cool. That's free as well. You can go and have a look at that on Just Flight. But yeah, anyway, I'm actually moving around using the Xbox 360 controller. You know, I control all my views with the Xbox 360 controller, but I actually control my actual flight controls with a joystick and throttle quadrant. So I'm going to quickly move around here, as you can probably see, and you're probably wondering, you know, what it looks like in terms of kind of the layout that you get. So Chaseplane's a little add-on down here, which I'm going to pop up for you now. So you've got the outside view, you've got your onboard view. I'm going to quickly switch to the onboard view by pressing X on my controller, but I've done that because I configured it with my controller through this little panel that you'll see up on the screen now. The static one's pretty cool as well, because that kind of gives you a world view which doesn't move, and you can kind of put it anywhere you want, so you can just like kind of fly off into nowhere. And it's nice for them nice little views if you want to sit at the end of the runway and wait for loads of aircraft to come in and just watch them. Yeah, it's pretty fun. But other than that, you've obviously got your onboard view, and at the moment you can literally just float around in every single way you want and just kind of go anywhere. So I can fly outside the cockpit if I wanted to, but it's kind of weird after that. But I'm not going to do that. I'm literally going to stay here. But what we'll do, I'm going to take off in a minute anyway. I'm going to make a little taxi, and I think we're going to take off on whichever runway is there. Actually, this tells you. So if you click this little button here, up here, I don't know if you can see that. What that does, it generates all the static cameras that you can possibly have around the airport. So if I click on EGSU, which is Duxford's ICAO code, it will show us that you can have a look at the runways. I believe we're taking off on 24 or 24 right, I have no idea. It doesn't really matter at the moment. But yeah, say I wanted to go to parking 11. If I click that, and then, well, I don't know what's going on with the scenery there, that's a bit strange. You can therefore see my aircraft, but I'm in a static view, so I can literally move around, I can fly up in the air. It doesn't like when you fly in the air, it makes the scenery go funny, but yeah, basically once you've got your position right, then that's great. You can literally move around, kind of do whatever you want. Just kind of, yeah, like if I want to go fly over here, I can go fly over here. It's great. So I'm going to fly with some of these aircraft over here. Sorry if the sound sounds a bit weird. It always makes that funny sound. So yeah, you've got some of the old planes that are on display at Duxford anyway. But what we're going to do, we're going to quickly go and fly back there, and we're going to set up a stationary camera and just leave it there. So we're flying back over here. Right, so click X, and now we're back in cockpit mode, or the onboard mode as it says on there, Chaseplane. What we're going to do, we're going to make a little taxi to the runway. I can change all the settings as well, so if I kind of wanted to make a taxi, and if I go to aircraft, not aircraft, well, you can add doors to the aircraft. I didn't even know that. That's pretty cool. What you can actually do is add motion effects. So if I go to aircraft and the acceleration, and kind of put that up a little bit, and gyroscope, environment, when you're going on the ground, get that up a little bit. Human, you can even add breathing, is pretty cool. Do it with the engines as well. Blast area, I'm not going to bother with that. But yeah, we'll leave it at that for the moment. If you see there's a static camera there, and you've also got switch to outside camera, but I'm not going to bother doing that at the moment because we really don't need to. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to increase the throttles a little bit. I believe we had a parking brake on at the time as well, and we are going to quickly go and taxi around to the runway. And you should notice that there's a slight movement with the way the camera actually bobbles along. I can increase that, and I probably will in a sec, just to kind of show you. So at the moment it's kind of basic, it's not really doing too much movement. But if I quickly go on to the application here, and let's put ground up, you'll notice that it starts to wobble around a lot more once we start taxiing. I don't know if you can see the slight movement that there is. I'm not even sure if it is. is that one now? Oh, there you go. You can see it start to bobble. So when we take off, you'll kind of understand where I'm coming from. If we go like that, the acceleration, we'll put that up a little bit. The engines, the gyroscope will put up a little bit more. Even the wind, that's pretty fun. So we're going to leave that at that. And as you can see, the camera's starting to bob around a little bit more. It's a bit like easy docking, that kind of point of view, but you get a lot more customizability with it, I guess, which is always nice. Always nice. So yeah, you can see the kind of wobbles at the moment. It's kind of bobbling along a little bit. If we go outside, we can change all them views. I'm going to kind of move away from it over here. So this is nice in terms of if you want to get some cool shots when you're doing the YouTube videos and stuff like that, or you just want to take some pictures. So yeah, we pop it back in. There we go, we accelerate quite quickly. And you notice when you brake as well, you'll also get that kind of little shunt forward from the cockpit. We're just literally going to approach up to the runway now and then do a quick takeoff, and you should be able to see some of the differences in between kind of what you're looking for. But no, Chaseplane is definitely an add-on. I'm definitely advised. Purchasing, you know, I think it's made by a company called Fsx. Sounds a bit like FSX, but it's basically just Flight Sim FX, kind of, I guess. They basically make effects packages for Flight Sim. They did that Precede FX as well, so you kind of get when it's raining and stuff, you get more and more realism to that. But if we hop on down here onto the runway, you will also get, when you start braking, the shunting forward. But you should, on the acceleration, that should give you a bit more oomph as well, kind of going forward and kind of put you back in your seat sort of thing. So what we'll do, we'll take off. I don't even think they have flaps in this. What we're going to do, I'm going to quickly move it over a little bit, the extra controller there. There we go, we're just going to go half throttle now. You should notice as the acceleration pops in, and it will start bobbling up and down the runway. There you go, so you should see it being able to touch it. There we go, we're going to lift off now. So these things are stupidly fast. But yeah, if I start doing these sort of movements, it's like you're actually moving in the cockpit with your head, because of the fact that obviously you can hear the guy breathing as well. So if I do that, you know, your body struggles to move. It's kind of like, as you can see, kind of it reacts with how your body would move in real life, I guess, in terms of that. Some guys like coughing in the background because he can't handle the G-force. I have got the G-force tolerances thing turned off at the moment, but it's quite cool that it does it in the actual thing. What we'll do, come into land quickly. This is going to be a very tactical descent. Let's get that landing gear down. I don't even know what speed we're at.
Gear down.
Gear down, and we are literally coming in stupidly quick as well. So I'm going to try and reduce the speed like that, and then we'll go back down again. So you should be able to tell, like, the kind of the effects that Chaseplane gives you. It's very, very good in my terms of opinion.
Stop.
Oh, we're stalling. Great.
Stop. 1,000. Altitude 500.
Well, this is what you call a crazy landing. This thing has got a lot of power. It's because I got the
500.
It's because I had the spoiler put out for a stupid reason. What we're going to do, we're going to make a quick tactical landing. This is going to be some very, very strange banked angle landing as well. A bit like Hong Kong Kai Tak, but this thing is floaty.
$100.
Can't see the runway.
20.
That was a solidly hard landing. Literally went 20 and bang on the ground. But yeah, you can kind of see the rudder movement and stuff from what your plane does and how it affects the body from the actual add-on. But yeah, I would definitely advise getting Chaseplane. I'm going to quickly show you around the application a little bit more before we finish up this video. And having a look, you can preset all these things as well. Oh, one other thing I really like is, say we're on the outside view and we go and sit behind the engine, which sounds very nice at the moment. Kind of go different. If we're going to sit here, you'll realise the screen gets wobbly, and if I hold the brakes on now and then increase the throttle, it goes absolutely crazy. with the reheats on as well in the background. But yeah, it's a bit nutty. You kind of don't really need that sort of stuff. But it's a nice effect to kind of give you the sort of power that you're getting out of the jet engines. So it reacts to what you have with the actual throttle quadrant and kind of the amount of force that the engines are putting out at that point in time. But if we hop on back into the app, the static cam, if I go over there, is now set over there to where we set it up earlier. Our plane is just over there, and we can zoom in on that. And if we want to, we can move over, but we're not going to. And you can actually change the static cam to kind of basically do the acceleration and stuff here, like the motion effects, as you can see. You can activate all your controls and stuff like that as well. But I always use the advanced stuff. It isn't too bad. You can even use it with track IR. We'll keep the aircraft in the centre view. I never knew you could actually do that. That's a new feature. I like that. So if we track the aircraft, it will do that. I like that feature. That's cool. Sticky mouse look. Not really too sure about that anyway. You can change all the transitioning frames and stuff in milliseconds. But if we go back into but if we go to preferences and you can go control assignments, this is where you can use, you can even set it up, well what I did was set it up with my Xbox controller. Just means that when I'm in flight I can get some cool pictures and stuff like that and cool videos for my YouTube videos, and I assign these sort of things to be able to enable it and not enable it. So you can turn it off if you want to and don't want to use it, you just literally turn that off. But we're going to turn that back on. And one last little thing, if you you can use a thing called cinema mode, which if we go on to here, click here, up there, that little play button there, what that will do is it will put views and change them every 15 seconds. So if you're flying, it'll change the view to what you're kind of looking at as well. So pretty cool in that sort of aspect. But yeah, that is everything for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a like and a comment if this did help you and if you did enjoy the video. And if you want to see a bit more from me, please be sure to subscribe. So catch you all in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching.